I did chiropractic, but just the fact was my strength and mental fucking piece of shitness wasn't keeping up with my form.
Yeah.
I used to get hurt all the time, partly due to bad form and partly due to just trying to, fight through stuff. And
right.
I've learned it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I mean, you want to try to use your training to make you feel better about yourself, not to make yourself feel worse about yourself. So if you are training and you get hurt, you're going to feel like shit.
Yeah.
You're just going to be, for lack of a better term, you're going to be fucking sad.
Yeah.
Next time you come in, you can't lift the way you want to lift, and then it happens again and again and again. It just hammers you down. It's like the one thing that you're trying to fucking feel great about for the day, and you can't have it, and you can't get it done the right way. So
it's frustrating. Sandy's going through that right now. She's had about 7 weeks with her back.
You might kind of think, like, man, everybody around me is fucking piece of shit. And maybe there are some people around you that are a piece of shit, but you probably, most likely, have at least a couple people around you that are good. And I would try to, stick to them and stay close to them and appreciate them. Like Ed Cohn, told me a long time ago, and I think it's a great quote, is be good to the people that are good to you.
Yeah.
And try not to get too caught up in anything else. Try not to get too caught up in, like, oh, this guy's a pain in the ass or that guy's a pain in the ass. And just, Mike kind of says it all the time, spreading positivity. Try to be positive. It sometimes sounds like,
Roll up on the
you're
toes.
being rah-rah or being like a little cheerleader or whatever, but it can really make a difference, even just, they say, like, say good morning to the first 5 people you see in the morning.
Open the door for anybody.
Yeah, I mean,
you.
Is it that fucking hard?
No,
it's not.
No.
It's easier.
You can see some grumpy people walking into Starbucks, and you open the door and be like, have a good one or something. They just fucking look at you kind of weird, and then they get all happy.
I don't know about you guys. Most of the time, I'm pissed at myself.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be mad, I'm like grumpy because I didn't do something the right way or didn't do something on time.
I think people are stuck in their head and they're stuck in the bullshit that doesn't matter other than like saying hi to people. And speaking of like surrounding yourself or
think you would need to do any of these types of lifts every day to get better at them.
I think it just appeals to that new lifter that feels like if they're not doing something toward their goals every motherfucking minute of the day, that they're somehow losing their game.
Yeah, I think they're just missing other pieces. Cause a silly goal I learned playing basketball is like my coach said, I like do something every single day to go towards your goals. So that doesn't mean I'm going full bore in a basketball game every day. That could mean like, I'm just going to eat the right amount of protein today.
Or you watch a video of some other kid playing who's similar to you, similar skills, and you're trying to pick up something.
Or I just watch myself. Mm-hmm. Mark watched me play basketball.
It was amazing.
How great was that?
It was amazing. Like, there was no defense on either side of the ball. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
People just blasting past each other.
It was like a charity event or something.
Just layups going.
It was a random like charity tournament I had
just layups just going back and forth the entire time. So.
Speaking of charity and basketball, I saw the Niners play a charity basketball game in the 80s. It was
that's great.
Nuts. It was really
I bet
nuts.
those outfits were nuts. Yeah. Some of those guys can play, not the 80s maybe they were pretty too football, but like Terrell Owens gave a good run at some NBA stuff. He played in like charity events he could really play.
We had a poop question about why a poop floats versus why a poop sinks. And I remember hearing this years ago.
Something about fiber?
But it had something to do with like hydration, I think. But I could be wrong. I think Jim maybe.
I was looking it up, and actually what it says is the floating has to do with maybe like a change in your diet that has an increase in gas. So if you have more gas.
So
more gases in the poop.
So they should sink? What should my shit
according to this, they should be sinking, yeah.
Should be sinking?
Should be sinking,
yeah. Most of mine sink.
You would think that
they're
should be, though.
They're not supposed to smell so bad that you want to kill people.
Well, if they sink, they shouldn't smell as bad because they should be under the water.
Exactly.
Last set is the best.
On top of it, like use the hip circle here at Super Training. We do a couple of the guys squat with it on. Some people just warm up with it.
Right.
But you're just gonna have to find different ways of getting some blood to the area. It's kind of like a shoulder injury, I would say, is similar, where it's just kind of weird to get blood to the right spot when your rotator cuff is jacked up. You're not sure, but you just want to pump a ton of blood into the area and do stuff that just doesn't hurt. That that allows you for good movement.
And if you have a sit-down job or a driving all-day job, you need to work on it more. You need to be concentrating on that, because all that shit will tighten up.
Someone asked if we do cardio, do you think it's necessary to keep body fat down while eating enough to support hard training sessions?
Yeah, I think cardio can be really important because it can allow you to eat more. I think the traditional bodybuilding diet where you eat 6 times a day and you're fueling yourself with protein and carbs and minimal amounts of fat is almost the best way to go, because everything that you're doing for the day, whether it's your cardio, your training, or your eating, everything is geared towards kind of increasing your metabolism. And
Yeah.
I know there's conflicting evidence, and some people are like, oh, you can eat 3 or 4 times. Yes, you can, but I'm just telling you from my own experience and from things I've seen from other people, I think it's superior to get into the realm of eating at least 5 or 6 times a day. I just think it works more efficiently. But doing some cardio will allow you to eat a little bit more food, and it will also not allow you to support as much body fat.
I also think beyond just burning carbs or calories or fueling yourself, just having a base of fitness allows you to recover better from from working out. You can handle more volume in your training. The more volume in the training you can handle, the stronger and buffer you'll get. That's as easy as it goes.
Something Stan said too is like, if you feel like you need to lose weight, don't start by changing your diet. Start by upping your activity, and then seeing what happens after a few weeks, and then start adjusting your diet.
I agree.
I agree with that shit, yo.
Can you smell Dick Lickerson's diabetes from the podcast? I don't know what diabetes smells like, but you can smell Dick Lickerson from the podcast.
I think it smells like Dick Lickerson.
No.
Ironically enough.
What else have we got?
So somebody asked me what my current goals are.
Yeah, someone commented and said,